Tomahawks. This game is being played according to the rules set forth by the NHIAA and its member schools. We ask that you, our fans, help make tonight's game a memorable experience for our athletes by showing good sportsmanship towards players, coaches, and game officials throughout the contest. Inappropriate language, taunts, or other demeaning actions are grounds for removal from the game. As a reminder, no fans are permitted on the field at any time during the game. In the case of an emergency, please vacate the premises by the nearest exit at the end of each stadium. The officials for today's game are Lance Hedquist and Gary Walsh. Now let's meet the starting lineup. First, the visiting team, Exeter Bluehawks. Number 3, Avery Allard. Number 5, Nola Fletcher. Number 4, Ashley Young. Number 6, Caitlin Norman. Number 16, Lauren Roeder. Number 2, Kaylee Nels. Number 23, Allison McDonald. Number 7, Anna Udico. Number 20, Taylor Seaman. Number 17, Emma Smith. And goalie, Kristen Pickford. And now for something completely different, your Merrimack Tomahawks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineup for your Merrimack Tomahawks. In goal, number 4, Molly the Bee Killer Perkins. On D, team captain, Lucy the Goose Cody. On defense, another captain, Kayla the Truth Scully. On defense, number 15, Ava Kaczynski. At midfield, number 5, Bella the Big Bear Saxon. At midfield, number 6, Nora McMaken. Technical problem there. At midfield, number 11, also a team captain, Alex Terrian. At midfield, number 17, Kaylee Dillon. At midfield, number 22, Danielle Ganley. At midfield, number 20, Haley Coviello. And finally, at forward, Kara Sullivan. Finally, Merrimack's head coach, Amber the Murphy, and her assistant coach, Amanda Sweet Mama Gendron. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Lady Tomahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem.
And just remember, let the coaches coach, the ladies play, and everybody else enjoy the game.
Well, it is a chilly evening for a game here at Merrimack High School. The mercury somewhere in the high 40s, low 50s, I would think.
I've got 48 at the moment, Andrew.
48! There you have it, folks. We are perched high atop the Merrimack High School Stadium press box, not far from the banks of the confluence of the mighty Merrimack River and the Souhegan River. A little geography for you there. Looking forward to watching the game with you folks at home in TV land tonight. With me, as usual, the man, the legend, Mark Heimberg.
Boy, you set the legend bar very low, but I appreciate it.
I do what I can for the folks, my peeps.
Should be a good game this evening. We've got the Merrimack Tomahawks against the Exeter Blue Hawks. Merrimack attacking from left to right on your TV screen in their home blues, and Exeter in their away whites attacking right to left.
And Exeter, both of these teams having excellent seasons. Exeter at this stage is undefeated, so quite the task ahead of our Lady Tomahawks this evening. But in their own right, our Lady Tomahawks are quite accomplished. They've fielded an excellent team this year. They currently have a 6-2-1 record. Would you care to know how many goals they've scored, Mark?
I would love to, Andrew.
Let me share that with you. 25 goals, Mark. 25.
That's an impressive number.
You want to know how many they gave up? Oh, come on!
Oh, that was a close
I
attempt.
got excited.
by
I got
Merrimack.
excited there. How many do you
Exeter's goalie was able to pop that up and out of bounds.
think? Yes.
Looks
yes.
like a Merrimack attacking corner.
Yes. How many goals do you think they've given up, Mark?
I got to say 7.
10.
Okay, that was close.
25 to 10.
That is a very good goal differential
Quite
ratio.
a good
Andrew.
differential, if I do say so. Very impressive, Lady Tomahawks. Here we go.
Ball's in, and it's at the feet of the Merrimack player, still in play.
Back in again.
Back into the mixer, and cleared out by Exeter, but only as far as the Merrimack's midfield. And looks like a shot, but it's going to go over the crossbar and safely away for a goal kick.
Opening minutes here, proving to be rather promising.
For those
The
of you,
majority of it is spent down here in Exeter's End.
yes. For those of you watching at home, there's a lot of lines out on that field tonight. The soccer teams are playing the blue lines. You can see the blue center circle when they're at midfield and the blue touch lines at the sides and behind the goals. The field is quite a bit wider than the striped football field, but not wide enough to keep that ball in
It's
bounds.
a little too much there.
It's overcast night here high atop Merrimack Stadium. As Andrew said, mighty chilly, and we can barely see the silhouette of the moon high above the stadium lights.
We bundled up though, didn't we? Didn't we, Mark?
I'm about to. I forgot to put my jacket on.
Well,
My mom would not be impressed.
You're gonna catch cold, Mark.
Yes. Ball inbounded with a Merrimack throw, and over the touchline again for another Merrimack throw.
Mark, I had a little pre-production meeting with a few of the players yesterday.
Yes, I was aware that was taking place. I was unable to attend. I had family obligations down in the fine city of Boston.
Well, that's quite all right, Mark. We cover for each other. Pre-production meeting. We're taking these broadcasts to the next level. We make no secret of that. And amateur hour. It's over. We're the real deal here. But anyway, I jest. The young ladies were extremely personable, very nice, and they gave me some interesting insights into this year's team.
Do tell.
Well, I will. Thank you. Turns out the girls have a new coach this year. So her name is Coach Amber Murphy. But for the purposes of this broadcast, we'll just refer to her as the Murph.
The Murph, not just Murph.
Not just Murph.
The Murph.
The Murph.
Okay.
It has kind of a legendary type sound to it.
It does.
A certain mystique, if you will.
It does.
So anyway, the Murph seems to have a temperament that suits this team pretty well. She jokes, she keeps it light with the girls at times, but when she needs to be, apparently she can drop the hammer and be all business, as they say.
Well,
so
that's good to hear.
she seems to have earned the girls' respect by being tough yet fair.
Exeter on the attack now in Merrimack's final third. Cleared away. Only as far as an Exeter
Nicely
attacker,
played.
but then, yeah, nicely done.
Oh, and going on a rampage down the sideline. Who is
This
that?
has some promise.
That was, I believe that was number, I can't see the number. She's got her back to me, Mark.
I know, Andrew. We both got many
31, is it? I think 31
many
maybe?
binoculars up here, and we still can't see the numbers.
It's tough to get old, Mark.
It's these Merrimack uniforms. They look great, but the dark numbers on the blue makes it really hard to see them.
I believe that was Kara Sullivan, who, from what I'm told, should take out some stock in an orthopedic medical practice because she is an ankle breaker. She breaks ankles on the other team. That's the term the kids use for faking someone out, Mark.
Well,
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that that's what it is.
No, she's not involved in any sort of organized crime
Andrew,
or hooliganism.
I did not get much sleep last night, and when you said orthopedic, I was thinking orthodonture, and then you said the ankle breaker, and I was quite confused.
No, certainly not.
I've been up since 3 a.m.
That's not good, Mark.
It was not a great night.
It's not healthy for you.
No.
But she is an ankle breaker.
All right.
And the other one, who I understand is quite an ankle breaker, is Bella Saxon.
Okay.
Bella Big Bear Saxon, from what I understand, is her nickname.
I believe the Saxons were known for some ankle breaking in their own day.
Yes. Different.
Big opportunity for Merrimack here.
Oh, have it! Oh, mamma mia, that was a nice rip.
And that's going to be called a foul against Merrimack.
I believe that was Lucy Cody uncorking that brutal pop there. Let me see. Let me just make sure. It was actually number 17, which is Kaylee Dillon, folks. Kaylee Dillon uncorking a beauty.
Andrew, I think I need autofocus binoculars.
I think I do as well.
They're not up to snuff.
And I also think I need some sort of tripod to put them on because I seem to have a
very shaky.
little bit of handshake involved.
We're also high atop Merrimack Stadium, so it might be tremors in the top of the booth here.
The cheering of the crowd, as
Yes.
it were, Mark. Yes.
You know, they have these problems even in the NFL when you can see the cameras shaking from time to time.
They do.
What we don't have that they do have is a heated booth.
Well, you know, Mark, they're what you call pansies.
We're filling the role of...
We're tough guys.
We're filling the role of Jim Nance, yet we're experiencing the climate of the on-field reporters.
We do it all, Mark. A to Z.
Looks
Putting
like
the ball in the middle. Oh, nicely played back to support and out wide.
Merrimack player down. Good to see. She got right back up. Exeter on the attack now in the Merrimack final third. Breaking down the
nicely
left
done.
side. Laid off by Merrimack, but Exeter still in possession. A nice through ball. And
that
did she
looked
get there
a little
in time?
heavy to me.
I don't think she did.
That looked heavy to me.
That's going to be a goal kick. That was a nice touch, though.
That ball
It was
over the end line.
It was slightly overcooked, but ever so slightly at that.
Little too much there. But
Yeah.
there was a little tipsy-do going there. Nice give and go by the
Goal kick
opposition.
comes out directly to the feet of a Merrimack player. Merrimack sporting pink socks tonight, Andrew.
Breast cancer awareness.
That was my guess.
Yes.
Indeed it was.
Yes.
That's good to see. It looks like Exeter also has pink socks, just of a lighter shade. So it's good to see.
Not quite as noticeable. A
Good
little
to
more
see-
subtle.
Good to see everybody involved.
Would you call that salmon, Mark? Would you call that a salmon color?
I might.
I might as well.
I might. If it wasn't next to the hot pink of the other socks, I might call it pink. But when you compare the two hues, I think we've got to go with salmon.
I'd say our pink makes their pink look pretty weak, Mark.
A little washed out.
A little washed out. I mean, I don't
But the
like
support
to
is there,
criticize
which is
the other
important.
team, Mark, but our girls won this game before it even started.
With the socks.
With the Sox, correct.
Another chance for Exeter here.
Quite strong on the ball.
I think that was an attempt at a cross in that turned into a shot.
I think
And
so as well.
Cleared over the goal by Merrimack's goalie.
Molly
Perkins, I believe.
The bee killer Perkins. Add an
bee
interesting story about her on the bus.
See, now I figured it meant
Apparently-
she got all straight A's. She was a bee killer.
Well, no, Mark. Not that type of bee. We're talking about the stinging insect type.
Vespids.
Yes. Oh. Oh.
Goal, corner kick played off the head and hands of the goalie. And unfortunately, that one found the back of the net.
It did.
It's going to be 1-0 Exeter.
The thing
And
is,
it's 29 minutes and 35 seconds, but they count down
Exeter goal by number 17.
here, which is
Emma
kind of
Smith.
unusual.
the thing is, Mark, there's plenty of time left. You know,
There is all kinds of time.
7/8 of the game, in fact. So, and to be honest with you, I think Merrimack's done quite well up to this point. So hopefully that won't be any sort of discouragement to the girls in blue.
Yeah, they need to keep up the pressure and not let that goal deflate them because
Exactly.
they have been playing exceptionally well.
They have been playing exceptionally well. I agree.
They have good ball movement, good spacing.
This is a very skilled team, Mark. This Merrimack team, and they really.
A little bump from behind.
Yes, that was a little
seemed friendly to me.
Well, I don't know if
Flower-
I'd call it friendly, Mark. I think it had aggressive tones to it, shall we say.
Well, I definitely agree that it was a foul.
There was a foul.
Yes.
But it was not a mugging, if you will.
It was not.
No.
Merrimack
We don't
playing the
need to-
ball in.
Don't need to contact
Oh,
the
that one
authorities. Oh!
Skips through the box. Merrimack had a player right there.
We have some serious speed on this Merrimack team, and I am hoping that we'll be able to exploit it at some point tonight. And in talking to the girls, you know, they met yesterday. They mentioned that there's actually 2 girls on this team who are just absolutely lightning fast. And actually, one of them is quite successful, I believe, in either winter or spring track in terms of her sprinting ability. But there are 2 of the faster players in the state are Kaylee Dillon and Lexi Best, who play on this Merrimack team. So in addition to having some excellent technical skills, they also have some real athletes with speed at certain positions who can create pretty significant mismatches.
That last attacking attempt showed the speed of another player, actually. That was Nora McMakin in the box. Came very close to connecting.
Nora McMakin. There's a nice Irish name for you. Nora McMakin.
Exeter throws in.
Ooh, I thought I saw a hand there.
Looked like a little handball action.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
unfortunate bounce.
Oh, they're calling it a foul against Exeter. Okay. Merrimack
I'll
puts the
take
ball
it.
back into the air. It's a big opportunity here, one-on-one with the keeper back.
Oh, and I love that angle that our player just took.
Field's
there.
going to prove just a wee bit too narrow on that play.
I love that angle. That was, oh man, my shaky hands again. This is brutal. Number 5.
Both teams making a couple of subs here. Well, one each, I should say.
That was the Big Bear Saxon who made that run. What I love about that is you see so many times, you see, you know, an attacking player chasing a defender with the ball, and they chase right on their heels. So, you know, most of the time the defender turns out, and so why are they on their heels? Anticipate the fact that they're going to turn the ball out and run to where they're going to be, which is exactly what Bella the Big Bear did, and she was able to apply the correct pressure because of it.
All right.
Oh, we got some speed on the other end here.
Broken
Oh,
up
no
by
soup
Merrimack.
for you. Get that junk out of here, says the
Oh,
Merrimack
there's a
defender.
chance. No, that one's going to go over. Andrew and I would like to thank you for watching today's event on Merrimack TV. If you're interested in learning more about Merrimack TV, email Nicholas and Justin at merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. Again, that's merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. And be sure you get that .gov right. .com will not get your mail where you think it's going to go.
.com is not going to get it done. Oh, a nice little strong play with the ball at her feet there.
Andrew and I are always pleased to work with the crew from Merrimack TV. They do a fantastic job with all of the events and sports that they cover in our town. And they're just a bunch of nice guys to work with.
Our cameraman is the Messi of cameramen. He's with us here tonight.
The Lionel Messi. Like, he's not messy.
No,
Yes,
no,
right.
he's very tidy. But he is top notch. As you notice, very clean, clear picture, which is what we've come to expect from the professionals at Merrimack TV.
You know, on that note, Andrew, last year Merrimack TV won 2 awards
2, Mark.
from the Alliance for Community Media Northeast Region.
Tell me more, Mark. Tell me more.
Andrew, their staff and volunteers placed second in the sports coverage category and was awarded first place for community media promotional videos.
Oh,
The Northeast region includes all of New England plus New York State. So we thank you for supporting Merrimack TV. And I should say award-winning
that was
Merrimack TV.
another lovely run by Kara Sullivan up the line there, Mark,
There's been a lot of action on the near side.
which is what we
And
like because it's
it's-
closer and our
we can
vision
see it a little
is
better.
not what it used to be.
But I think Merrimack's starting to figure out that Exeter continues to attack on their left, Merrimack's right, and Merrimack seems to be closing that down a little more effectively now. Exeter enjoying some space in the midfield at the moment, though. And a loose pass gets scooped up by Merrimack. And they push it wide. It's going to be a horse race to get to the ball, which goes out of bounds for a throw for Exeter.
Quickly played. And wasted. Oh, and a nice tackle there.
That could have been a great through ball, but unfortunately intercepted.
Just didn't quite get there. You went a long way to track that one down.
Exeter attacking throw.
You know, Mark, is it my eyes or do the dark numbers on the dark shirt make it difficult to make out the Merrimack numbers? Because I am having a challenge here tonight identifying players.
Andrew, you are not alone. I can read the ones on the back of the shirts quite handily. It's the ones on the front that are smaller because of the Merrimack logo that I can't quite read them.
I think we may need to start a petition for new Merrimack shirts. If you're out there listening, Mr. Mike Susi, athletic director, let's get these girls some shirts where the elderly announcers can read the numbers.
Or if you own a local business and you'd like to sponsor some uniforms, reach out to Merrimack High School. They'd be more than pleased to hear from you.
They are attractive shirts, though. Jerseys, I should say. They're very nice jerseys. I don't have a problem with the aesthetic.
It's a good-looking kit.
It
I
is.
will say. And as you know, your son's playing for the high school still, and they have similar uniforms, I believe.
Yes, very nice, very attractive. But they clearly were not taking men in their 50s into account when they chose on the number color scheme. Let's just leave it at that. Enough said.
Oh, big opportunity for Exeter here. Beats the last defender.
Oh, and Molly, the beekeeper,
out.
Perkins, says, no soup for you.
She says, not today.
You shall not pass. No dice.
It was a big save.
Huge. Perk was just, she answered the call. Let's just leave it that way. They came knocking, and she said, go away.
And she stayed upright, and that looked like a pretty powerful shot.
Oh, she's a tough kid. She's the bee killer. What, are you kidding me? That would have been extremely demoralizing. To go down 2-0 with 20 minutes left in the first half, that could have been a real difficult goal to overcome. So huge play by Molly there.
Looks like both teams making one substitute at the moment. Not only is it important to shift things up during the course of the game with subs. Oh, a big save. Excellent. But it's also important to keep your bench warm, because if they're sitting on the bench, their legs are going to cramp up in this cold, and you've got to keep them active as much as possible. Little scrabble in the midfield. Over for a Merrimack throw-in.
You know, they seem to be, as we mentioned earlier, Exeter's undefeated. They seem to have adopted a little bit of a different formation this game to face Exeter. It seems the Murph has done a little tinkering. My understanding is that typically they'll play a 4-1-4-1, which is the four defenders, one defensive mid, and then four more midfielders, and then one striker up top. Of course, your outside midfielder, your outside halfbacks are certainly responsible for ranging up the field and playing in the wings.
No doubt.
But they're considered halfbacks nonetheless. So usually they play that 4-1-4-1, which has served them well. But tonight, it looks like they're playing more of like a 4-6-1. Maybe even a 3-7-1.
Yeah, I'm looking at 3 in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm seeing 3-7-1. It seems like you have more of a, or maybe it's a 3-1-6-1. But anyway, they definitely have changed things up, and I think they're really trying to take over that middle of the field there.
Nice flick on header by Merrimack to the feet of a midfielder. Unfortunately, gets turned over. Exeter looking for an opportunity here. A lot of Merrimack defenders back. And they're just not able to get the ball out of there. Exeter throw.
shut down quickly.
I think that ball might be in the Sauhegan.
It ricocheted for quite a distance there. Some cloaked figure went running after it. I think that was Sweet Mama. I think that was Coach Sweet Mama Gendron who went after that ball.
Okay.
Yeah. Way to go, Coach.
Exeter playing a really high line now.
You know, that's the thing about a high line.
Sometimes it's hard to get back.
It's it can put a lot of. It's great until it isn't, if you will. So it puts a lot of pressure on the other team, but all it takes is one well-placed through ball and a striker with wheels, and we definitely have offensive players with wheels on this Merrimack team. And you, my friend,
Ball
have
right
a
into the
breakaway.
box.
In the past, Merrimack.
Here's a good ball. Good opportunity.
Oh, yes, it was.
Exeter's getting some numbers back. It's 2-on-1 for Exeter right now. But Merrimack fighting hard. Still fighting hard. Exeter regains possession, and they're going down their comfortable left side again. Crosses in. Players are on sides.
Nice ball.
Goalie's in the proper position.
And again, Molly
Scoops
says,
up the rebound. No soup for you.
No dice.
I hope there's a soup for me, because that is apparently what
You
I'm-
were drinking soup early tonight,
Well,
Mark. I saw that
apparently what I'm-
chicken broth, and I couldn't help but notice you didn't offer me any, you selfish bastard.
It is not a communal cup, Andrew.
Oh, that's true. This is the age of COVID. I don't want your germs. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's a tough ball.
Oh!
Off the woodwork and buried into the back of the net. 2-1 Exeter. That was a long, slow build-up, but boy, did they make it happen in the end.
Yeah. A rebound right to the foot of the other attacking Exeter player. And
Merrimack making a quick line change. Coming off.
well, let's see what the girls from Merrimack have as an answer.
Coming off as a mystery player. Her number is not
A
on
very
my
mysterious young
Her
woman.
number is not on my roster.
What number is that?
It was number 5, Andrew.
Number 5?
Yeah.
I know who number 5 is.
Yeah?
That's Isabella, or if you will, Bella, the Big Bear Saxon.
No, you have a more up-to-date.
Listen, Mark, I am the information man. You just call me Mr. Information.
All right.
I don't know. That didn't sound as cool as it
I don't see
sounded
myself
in my
doing
head.
that, but, you know.
Sorry about that. All right.
In our pregame conversations, you referred to yourself as Big Clarky.
Ooh, I do. Big Clarky is a nickname I've sometimes answered to.
Sounds like a candy bar from the 70s.
Well, no,
Get your chunky, your bit of honey, and your Big Clarky.
the Clark Bar.
I don't think they make bit of honey anymore.
No, but the Clark Bar is still in production. I like to think of it as a poor man's Butterfinger. That shot never really had a chance. Going for the near post, but quite wide.
A couple of Exeter subs coming on.
You know, I used to pretend I was an heir to the Clark Bar family fortune.
Did you?
But turns out, no dice.
Because it was actually like M&M Mars or something?
Yeah, it's one of those big business conglomerates.
Big foot on the goal kick. Almost to midfield.
Playing it back.
Exeter stepped up their game in the midfield quite a bit.
Yeah, they seem
the past
to
few
be
minutes. And they're pressing hard and keeping Merrimack pinned into their own third at times. It's going to be an Exeter throw.
No, it's all about limiting that time and space for the other team, right?
Yes, indeed.
It's hard to make a good play when you have no time and no space.
As a reminder to the folks at home, Andrew and I will be up on the same broadcast platform tomorrow night for another girls' varsity game.
Oh, it's got 2 nights in a row, Mark.
2
I
nights in
don't
a
know
row.
if my ticker can take this much excitement.
And then later this month, we've got a couple of boys' games a week apart coming up.
That's right. Boys team, bit of a disappointing season. I think they're currently 2-7-1.
Boys also breaking in a new coach this season. I just hope it doesn't snow before those games. It's going to be really cold.
I think it'll warm up, Mark. I'm confident.
I think we should be all right. Oh, another build-up here for Exeter. Merrimack sprinting back and clears the ball over the touchline. Exeter throw. Got about 14 minutes remaining in the first half. High school soccer is a bit confusing at times because of the subtle differences with professional or college soccer. For example, the clock counts down instead of up.
That's correct.
And there's a 2 official system instead of a center official and 2 ARs.
Yep. You'll notice that the clock will stop at 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Because the official time is kept by the referee on the field. And there is little or no transparency into what that time actually is until the ref blows the whistle, which has always been frustrating to me. But soccer purists tell me I'm a silly American, and we have a situation.
Big opportunity.
Oh,
closed down by Exeter.
Excellent defensive
Merrimack
play.
Throw.
Excellent defensive play by Exeter, but there was. I like what I'm seeing out there, Mark.
This gives both teams an opportunity to get some players into the area. Merrimack making a quick substitute. 2 substitutes. And here comes the throw. Off the head of an Exeter player, off the head of a Merrimack player, to the feet of a Merrimack player. Crossed in. A lot of quick turnovers. Sprayed out to midfield.
Well done, Miss Lucy.
That looked like it could have hurt. A lot of speed from Exeter at the moment. Big cross in. Off the hands of the goalie.
Oh, and I like the way that player just shielded the Exeter player off the ball there. I like that. She just gave her a little.
There's a good opportunity for Merrimack. We've got some wheels. They look like a little bit of a pullback, but not called. And Exeter.
The Exeter player wisely says.
Pushes it out.
I
so
will
they can get some numbers back.
I will regroup here.
Molly Perkins has had a lot of action this game.
She has.
And she's held up quite well.
They're testing her mettle, if you will.
I will. Big Merrimack throw. Finds the head of an Exeter player. We got a 4-on-1. Exeter pushing up, one more player. Still not a lot of options, but she's getting through the traffic. And I think she's going to run out of space. Yep, it actually goes over for a corner. I can't quite hear what's being said, but Exeter's coach sending in some instructions. Ball right into the box.
Play back out by
right back out.
number 15, who is Ava Kozinski.
Exeter still in charge of the ball, finding numerous players, and Merrimack finally pops it out roughly to midfield. A little skirmish going on, and Exeter with a shot. Not this time.
Morgan says again.
I think it's Molly.
I'm sorry. You're right. Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Here we go.
Balls to midfield. Exeter's got numbers back. It's down to 46, Andrew.
46 degrees.
46 degrees.
Oh, and a nice little... Oh,
nice little juke.
She beat her like a baby seal on that one, Mark. Yes, she did.
I am not
familiar with that
sure
term?
what to do with that term.
Oh, it's a little graphic, but I think it gets the point across.
I was...
Do you remember those? Do you remember
I
that?
do.
The little baby white fluffy seals with the big
seals.
black eyes, the
I
fur
do.
seals? Oh, boy.
Yeah, those were
They did not...
tearjerker commercials.
They did not fare well, did they? No.
Sadly, no. But
It's
thankfully, there are some conservation efforts in place.
Yes, there are, and you don't hear about the baby seals so much anymore. We should probably thank our friends at PETA for that. But we should never forget Mark, and so I'm here.
Got a direct kick on a Merrimack foul, or Exeter foul.
Oh, and the ball is loose! Oh.
And ball is
I
cleared
was all excitement over that one, Mark. Is the ref going to let that stand, or is he going to say that the Merrimack player interfered with the goalkeeper? That is my
That was a
question.
fine question. Looks like he's...
In my day, Mark, we would run into the goalkeeper, hockey term there, goalkeeper as often as possible, and there weren't a lot of repercussions for it. But these days, they really protect the goalkeeper, which is what they did this time.
Yeah, that ball was not on the 6-yard box, so that was deemed interference with the goalie.
No doubt. Which was probably the right call.
Center circle. Merrimack with 4 people back. Exeter changes directions as Merrimack pushes up. Intercepted by Exeter. Off the noggin of Merrimack. That was a
Slips through.
nice looking cross.
It was.
Ball's going to stay in.
You could see Kaylee Dillon kind of wince and think, oh, I just missed it by that much.
I'm not convinced, but I think I actually coached Kaylee Dillon in like U6 decades ago.
Well, I'm
At
not
least
sure about
a decade
decades.
ago.
Probably
A decade
eight
ago.
decades. Probably a decade ago. Probably feels like decades ago. Oh, promising,
Big
promising.
opportunity.
Oh,
Not
You know,
enough
Mark,
oomph.
I get so excited, and I become tongue-tied. when
Christian
these,
Bickford scoops that up for Exeter, pops it into the air. Some good physical play going on.
Yeah,
out there,
bodies
Andrew.
flying hither and thither.
A little shoulder here,
A little shoulder here, a little shoulder there, but
but all in good
it's
sport.
all in good sport. It is a contact sport, as they say, Mark.
It definitely is, Andrew, and
If you don't like contact,
I have the scars to show it.
if you don't have contact, play. If you don't like contact, play tennis. That's what I always tell people.
Or the all-new Rage pickleball.
Oh, I'm not sure what that means, what that sport is all about. I've heard it.
I've played it, and I'm still not really sure what it's all about.
Yes,
I'm a one-time player.
I've heard it mentioned in social circles, and to be honest with you, I want nothing to do with it.
Fair enough. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Really? Oh, well, whatever floats your boat, big fella.
It also is non-contact.
Correct.
Now, golf is more my speed these days.
Well, the problem with golf, Mark, is that I'll often wrench my back.
The problem with golf for me is that I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, it is, for a sport where the ball does not move at all, where your opponent is not allowed to interfere with you as you're swinging at it, it seems like it should be a lot easier, doesn't it?
They make it look really easy on TV, don't they?
Yeah.
We had a little family golf outing in Pennsylvania. We went down to visit John at Lehigh, and he wanted to go golfing.
Oh,
So we did. Beautiful public course, all freshly renovated. We're next to tee off, and there's a crowd of people waiting to tee off and a starter. And John swings a beautiful driver that my father-in-law had just given to him. Ball went about 80 yards straight, and the head went about 150 yards to the left.
are you kidding
And
me?
Almost hit a guy.
Well, that is brand new driver.
Not brand new. No, it was
Oh, no.
one my father-in-law had used for a bit.
Well, he apparently was trying to sabotage your boy. That's
I
a
told,
grandfather's love for
I
you
told
right
John
there.
he should ask for a refund and exercise his warranty options.
Although I do enjoy your father-in-law immensely. I, for a while, was lobbying to be adopted by him.
I do recall.
Yes.
And they
And
seemed interested.
They did. They did. Lovely people, your wife's parents. Just absolutely wonderful. And, the paperwork is still pending. Let's just leave it at that. But adult adoptions can be very tricky in terms of the legalities of it.
I've said
Sails
before,
that one high.
I will say again, it is not easy raising parents.
No, certainly not.
So we're stopped at 5 minutes, which means we're in the mystery zone
That's
of
right.
potential stoppage.
You know, Mark, I have a little fun fact for you.
I hope so.
If you're interested in it. Our goalie, Molly Perkins, who we've seen is rather spunky back there, she recently decided to play tough guy on a recent bus trip. And, apparently there was some sort of stinging insect, a bee, a hornet, a yellow jacket, some sort of, you get the idea. Well, anyway, Molly decided that she was feeling like a hero that day. And, Mark, let me tell you, the results were nearly catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
Yes. She could have just left that poor little animal alone. But, Molly can be a bit of a wild card, as it were. And apparently she was feeling like a bit of a bloodthirsty psycho on this particular day. So she assaulted this poor little bee. And next thing you know, chaos on the bus. There's pandemonium, angry bee,
Offsides call.
just an absolute debacle. And let me tell you, Mark, the bus driver, who was the real hero in this story, by the way, thankfully maintained control of the vehicle and safely returned the girls back to Merrimack High School. But just barely, Mark.
Excellent.
Just barely.
I think that's probably the first time the term bloodthirsty psycho has been used on Merrimack TV.
Well, I hope Miss Perkins learned a lesson from the whole event.
Andrew, goalies are an interesting group of people.
They are.
And
They definitely are.
when you spend 80 minutes a game getting balls shelled at you, a bee, not so intimidating.
Yes. Fair enough.
I spent my time between the sticks, and I can attest that goalies are a breed apart.
Right. And you know what?
Exeter unable to save that from going out. It's going to be a Merrimack goal kick.
Mark, I feel like maybe I should mention that I might have exaggerated a little bit in terms of describing Molly as a bloodthirsty psycho. Those are strong words, and really I did mean it in the nicest possible way.
And I believe technically bees don't have blood.
Right. So it didn't even make sense if we're going to be technical about it, Mark. And another thing, Molly's a wonderful, lovely young lady. And, let's just leave it at that. And also, I may have exaggerated about the pandemonium on the bus. It's not like they were headed over a cliff or anything. And the girls, you can see the girls are fine.
It's so unlike you to explore hyperbole.
Well, I get carried away, Mark. I mean, what can I tell you? Can we edit that part out? Can we edit that? Is that possible?
This is live, my man.
This is live. That's right. Well, never mind. Like I said, she is a lovely, lovely girl. Not at all a bloodthirsty psycho.
Are you enjoying
Not
the
at all.
game? Check out more MHS sports action from Merrimack TV on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV device. Oh, there's half. Download Cablecast to watch the next game live or previously recorded games on demand.
On demand?
That's pretty handy.
That's convenient.
You'll also discover over 100 programs from Merrimack TV.
100.
meeting coverage, local news, community shows, school events, and so much more.
And at the end of the half,
Download
it's
Cablecast
0
to
the
your
Bulldogs.
Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon
Today's
Fire
halftime
device
show is
today.
brought to you by the letter H.
This
The letter
is
H sometimes
Merrimack
is
TV,
silent.
your community, your voice.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, let me tell you, Mark, we've often discussed perhaps getting some sort of cable TV going outside of these broadcasts, perhaps some sort of ride-along with the fine men in blue from the Merrimack PD.
I have experienced that, and I
I know you have.
highly recommend
I know
it.
you have. And we could go out there and kind of citizens on the patrol and assist our men in blue. Perhaps make a couple busts, if you will.
Sadly, I wasn't allowed to get out of the car.
Oh, that is problematic. Well, we'll take a break here as the
The
music
stadium music is
playing.
clearly drowning us out.
quite loud,
And
quite loud.
And I use the term music a little bit loosely.
Very loosely. Very loosely. You sounded very old when you said that, Mark. All right. We'll see you in a few, folks. You didn't have dinner yet? Someone makes a play, and by the time you get the number identified, it's over. Look at that. Good. It's almost like you have to pre-identify them and wait for them to make a play so they can take that one.
Not to mention, the buses are kind of small.
What's that? What's your name again?
Justin.
Justin. This Justin. That's how to remember. News guy. This Justin. See how I did that? Called the mnemonic device. Smart.
My hamstrings are not feeling great.
What?
Hamstrings are not feeling great.
Yeah, we took some.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up. First shot, hip start walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. No, y'all can't copy it. Glad moonwalking. This here is our party. Our posse's been on Broadway. And we did it always. Pro music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the portrait busting. Halfway across that city with the back question. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go back. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Don't you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their drones. In your head, they are crying. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Heart is taking over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old theme in 2018. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their guns and their drones. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
That I have ever heard.
Turns out it's the only cover of Zombie I've ever heard, and I will admit that
No,
it was
you hear people playing it.
suboptimal.
Just let's take the guitar, the best part of a song, and take it out and replace it with synthesizers. Hey, what a great idea.
We're back for the second half. Exeter now attacking left to right on your screen. Merrimack attacking from right to left.
The good guys in blue with pink socks. Bright pink socks.
40 minutes remain. 2-0 Exeter. Merrimack very much still in this game. At halftime, Andrew and I were talking, and we were talking about if Merrimack can find a quick goal, the energy could change aggressively, and this could be a different ballgame.
It could. It could. I mean, Merrimack's definitely got...
Merrimack with some good ball movement to start.
They've got the speed to break a big play. They've got the tactical skills to connect, with speed.
A lot of good passing going on. Exeter making themselves known, though.
Exeter is a very, very strong team. No doubt about it.
Now Exeter on the attack. Merrimack with lots of numbers back. Numbers that we can't see.
Well, we can see the people.
I can see the people, yes.
Just
but
not the
I can't
numbers
actually see
on the people.
The jersey numbers.
Yes. Now, perhaps we could get some sort of a highlighter, paint, maybe some spray paint.
I think holograms above the players would be much better.
Like in the.
Oh, shot on goal.
Ooh, I
Popped
thought
just over. That looked like it was
Yeah.
going for the net.
It had a little optical illusion going on where I thought that might dip, but it thankfully did not. And we are faced with a goal kick.
And we're about to have 2 balls on the field.
By my count, 1 too many.
Indeed. Merrimack goal kick. Intercepted by Exeter. And Exeter takes a shot from just outside the 18. Another Merrimack goal kick.
Ooh, girls.
And it's Molly Perkins to the rescue.
Way to go, Perk.
Exeter pressing, Merrimack tracking back.
Playing it out, giving them a chance to kind of regain their shape and reorganize.
Ball crossed in, broken up by Merrimack.
Oh, nicely done.
Here's a nice opportunity. Exeter scrambling with.
Oh,
Need
and
to
that
get numbers
ball is
back.
played wide, and she's got some giddy up,
Oh,
folks.
and a little juke, and it's
Oh.
getting closer to the box. Broken temporarily up by Exeter. And nice little heel flick on to herself. Merrimack's got a chance, remaining on side. And here's an opportunity.
I like what I'm seeing here. Little
Just-
signs of life
Well,
here.
It's a shot, scooped up.
Signs
by
of life
Kristen
for the
Bickford
Merrimack
for
faithful.
The Exeter Blue Hawks. And she sends the ball for a ride.
Merrimack quickly pressuring in the midfield.
Is it just me, Andrew, or do you think the ball is showing signs of slight deflation from the cold? It's not responding the way it was in the first half.
I think that's your imagination, Mark. Do you think we should get down there with the gauge?
No, I'm good. But
Do a little Brady check.
it seems to be bouncing a little bit less.
Is this some kind of anti-Brady joke, Mark? Are you
It
trying to
really is not.
agitate?
It is a keen observation and nothing more.
It is rather keen. I will say that. You're very perceptive. I had not noticed that, but now
I can even hear it, actually. It sounds different.
you are like very. Your senses are like you're like an elf or something.
My spidey
You're-
senses are tingling.
You're have your except for your eyesight. You apparently are like an old man
Presbyopic.
in terms of your optics.
Nora McMakin involved in that play. I could actually see the number, Andrew.
Do you know McMakin, Nora, is on the field? I believe she's number 6, is she not?
That is correct.
But in life, Nora is number 4 out of 4 girls. So the McMakin sisters have all come through the Merrimack soccer program, and Nora is the 4th and last of the McMakin sisters. They should get a little singing group started called the McMakin sisters. But yes, I like to call her little baby Nora because she is the youngest of the 4 sisters.
I was aware, actually, from previous seasons.
The McMakin name. You know, I was also the baby of a large Irish family. 4 siblings.
4 siblings, wow.
Yes. And so I feel your pain, Nora. I know what it's like.
I'm the youngest
I'm
of 2.
sympathetic.
And that was rough at times.
2, please. 2. That's nothing. I'd really like to see, if Merrimack could just get get that one goal. They're right back in this game. So they really haven't been able to use those really speedy ladies up front this game.
No, they're struggling a bit to get the ball out of their own third to start this half. I've had a couple of promising bids through midfield. Right now, playing shoulder to shoulder. That ball stayed in.
Plucked out of the air there.
In soccer, to be out, the entire ball has to go beyond the entire touch line. Unlike other sports like football or tennis, where if it touches the line, it is out.
No, that's not true for tennis. If it touches the line, it's in, Mark.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I stand corrected.
You've been playing too much pickleball.
I have not played much tennis.
Oh, I was a killer out there.
I have watched less tennis than I have played.
I was not a killer, but I did play.
It's going to go wide for an Exeter attack. Oh, nope, they've reconsidered, and it's a Merrimack throw. Deep ball, nice throw.
Oh, she does have some. Oh, we got a situation here, Mark.
We do have a situation.
And
Merrimack,
streaking in.
Merrimack with not enough numbers forward, and easily scooped up by the Exeter keeper. Lots of bustle in the midfield.
That was well played, that pass, but
Merrimack having some
problems
turning it out.
Receiving end. Oh, boy.
And a big opportunity that goes over the goal.
Goes high.
It's going to be a Merrimack goal kick.
Too high.
I'm seeing something I like from both teams. I had a very brilliant coach that once used the term, play the way you're facing.
Yeah.
Don't try to be fancy and turn on the ball, because that's when you get it stripped. So if you have somebody in front of you, even if it's a backwards pass, make that opportunity.
Yep, that's the easiest play to make, right?
Yes, indeed. Merrimack stopped that before it even made it to the box. Oh, a nice opportunity down the side. Picked off by Exeter. Manages to keep that ball in. Exeter looking to turn the corner.
And defense just bird-dogging her the whole way. Well
Exeter goes to
done.
ground, but Merrimack
well
gains
done.
possession.
Who was that masked? Who was that? Was that Lucy? Who was that on the outside there? I think that was Lucy Cody.
All right, there we go.
Number 2. The Goose. The Goose, if you will.
The Goose. You know, Andrew, I don't remember a lot of the players having nicknames like that last year.
Well, Mark, this was what happens when you have a pre-production meeting. You find out all these little interesting facts. That's why we've taken our game to the next level, Mark.
Merrimack trying to take their game to the next level. Big opportunity here. Oh, a bid from way outside.
Moly!
Right into the breadbasket of the
Let
goalie.
that rip, but if that had been elevated about 5 feet, that might have been quite a stunning moment.
Exeter cruising down the midfield now. Errant pass, scooped up by Merrimack. And over for an Exeter throw. Goes number 17, Kaylee Dillon on the ball. Switch
Switching
field
the
by
fields.
Merrimack. I
I
like
that play. I like that play a lot.
That's a sensible play because it
just-
was getting a little congested on the near side.
Ooh, some scrappy play there.
yeah.
Scrappy play. I like what I see. Like a little, warrior mentality there for the Tomahawks. I like that.
End to end here.
Oh, nicely played. Wide open. Oh, just a little off there.
Melissa Magia made that cross and sends the ball up.
Oh, that's got a
opportunity
chance.
here.
They got a chance.
Merrimack needing to get some numbers forward for support.
Just
It's going to be out
defender
for
making
Merrimack.
a nice play. She knew she was beat, but shielding the Merrimack player from getting around and being able to get to that ball in time before the other Exeter player cleared it. So.
Exeter sprinting down the field now. Merrimack with some numbers back.
Ooh, that could have
Broken
been
up. That could have been an interesting through ball.
dangerous through ball right there.
Yeah, that's going to make for an Exeter throw. Watching this game, it's easy to see why both teams have such good records this season.
Yeah.
Some quality play out there. Merrimack sprinting back.
Oh, nice stick.
The outside midfielder for Exeter has some speed down that corner,
Yeah, she does.
posing a bit of a challenge.
Merrimack's handled her pretty well, though, in terms of playing the angles and shutting things down. Keeping her out there, not biting on the...
Shot, scooped up. A lot of back and forth in this half.
Merrimack's been successful in, really keeping the Exeter girls outside the 18
There's a
now, as I
dangerous
say that,
situation.
of course.
And
But for the most
very
part,
effective in turning that out, but that's going to be an Exeter corner.
for the most part, the Exeter shots have come from outside the 18. So
A couple of substitutes coming in for Exeter. Merrimack marking up. One player on each post. And the ball comes in. Nice cross right to the goalie. Oh,
and
the
Johnny on the spot there.
always pays to have somebody on the post.
Captain, I believe that was Agent Scully making the play there.
Very nice.
I'm not sure. Let me see here. Or might have been Terrian. I think it was Agent Scully. I gotta focus my binoculars here.
It was number
8,
which is indeed Kayla
who
Scully.
is Kayla Agent Scully. The truth is out there, Mark.
It is.
The truth is out there. Little X-File reference.
Yes, indeed.
Just dated
So,
myself.
We've got an injured Exeter player. Play is stopped. And trainer and coaches coming across the field now. Hopefully nothing too serious. She's up and walking, which is good. Always good to see.
Yep, seems okay.
Number 5, Nola Fletcher for Exeter.
Yep.
Walking off under her own power, which is excellent.
Yep, you're always glad to see that. Sometimes there's that scary moment after, you twist something or it hurts and you're thinking, oh, I hope this isn't bad. And
Sometimes you just need a moment to regroup.
And then 30 seconds later, the pain goes away and you realize, I'm okay.
Yes.
And I think that's probably what that was.
Yes.
Number 21 with the throw in here, who is, I'm not sure. Oh, Emily Thoralt.
I think that is correct. The number on the sheet that we have is expressed as
She gave a nice ball there.
as a time, but I think that's correct.
Yeah, some Excel formatting issues there,
I believe
Mark,
so.
if I'm not
I
mistaken.
do believe you are correct.
Yes, Emily also can go by 35 minutes and 21 seconds, apparently.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yes, but no, she's number 21, as it were.
And for some reason, Molly Perkins is
Taking the
4 1,000ths.
yes, taking the free
According
kick.
to this
Kayla
spreadsheet.
Scully. Oh, with a
Squirrely
Mamma
ball.
mia!
Popped back out.
Oh,
Merrimack, Johnny on the spot.
that was a little squirrely, wasn't it?
It was a very squirrely ball. Oh,
Ooh.
powerful shot, broken up.
Kayla Scully stepping up, playing it to the middle.
Shot taken by
Oh,
Nora McMakin, I believe. A lot of promise in that build-up, Andrew.
yeah, there was. I got all excitement again.
Exeter coming down the right side. Ooh. Tough attempt at a clearance. That ball
Yeah.
just curved away. That's going to be a Merrimack throw.
Yeah, it's tough to volley a ball like that. That was, I don't know, 35 yards off that ball.
Sometimes that works, and sometimes
Yeah,
you get a
it's-
really funny spin on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Merrimack throw. Merrimack with some numbers forward now. 3 defenders holding the line.
Oh, just a little too heavy.
That's
Gotta
going to
play
be
it up the
a
line.
throw-in, actually, that just barely stayed on this side of the flag.
Who says your eyes still aren't good, Mark? Aren't good still, rather.
You.
Yeah, that's true. That was me. Very, very hurtful comment by myself earlier, describing you as blind and old and decrepit. I don't think I said decrepit. Did I say decrepit?
Not until now, but thank you.
No. Okay. Well, you're decrepit, Mark. Get over it. All right, here we go. Come on, Merrimack. Let's see what you got here.
Merrimack defenders tracking back. It's 3-on-3, about to be 4-on-3. Exeter with a player wide open on the left wing. But Merrimack able to contain and push it out of bounds.
I believe that was Lucy Cody saying, "No soup for you. You will not pass." Oh, that was a nice ball.
Well done by Merrimack's goalie.
The perk.
Punch that out of the air and scoop it up.
Oh, nice little chop right there, and off she goes.
Merrimack pressing high now. Quick substitution.
Yeah, with a little over 22 minutes left, I think they're feeling the they're probably feeling like they need to.
Some urgency.
Yeah, they need that goal. They need that first goal. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Is that Terrian? I believe that's young Terrian out there, junior captain, saying, "I don't think so."
You are correct.
Of course I'm correct, Mark. What's wrong? Why would you doubt me?
Kayla Scully over the ball now. Pops it to midfield.
We got a
Merrimack with an
situation. We
opportunity
got a
here.
situation here.
Bit of a horse race to the
Oh,
ball.
it's just a little too heavy. But that was.
Merrimack pressing and pushing numbers forward.
Oh, we might have another situation.
Oh, that was an interesting attempt.
Merrimack does appear to have a little bit of life, a little bit. They've gotten a little giddy up in their step over the last 5 minutes or so.
I think you are correct, Andrew.
Oh boy!
The town of Merrimack's media division is branded Merrimack TV. The division is funded by way of franchise fees from Comcast cable subscribers here in Merrimack. The town of Merrimack has a community TV facility located at 6 Babusick Lake Road, just down the street from where we are now.
Tell me more, Mark. Tell me more.
Merrimack TV's 3 cable channels reach over 8,000 homes. They're accessible online at merrimacktv.com and on Roku and Apple devices via the Cablecast ScreenWeave app. Follow them on social media, subscribe to their YouTube channel, stay informed. You're watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. And I can say following Merrimack TV on Facebook is a great way to stay current on what they are going to be airing, live and otherwise.
Just ticking down below the 20-minute mark here.
We are 3/4 through the game.
All right.
Still could be anybody's game. Exeter with an attacking throw in the final third once the ball comes back from way across the track. Throw comes in. Exeter with a nice cross into the mixer.
Oh,
Broken up a bit by Merrimack. Exeter sprinting back. Exeter's goalie playing a really high line right now. I don't know if the players have
extremely high
realized this, but that could be an interesting opportunity for them.
And we've seen that there are
goalies currently about
Cody in particular has quite a leg on her.
The goalie's now about 40 yards from the mouth of the goal. Now 45.
You could absolutely, there is an opportunity to be had. I think we could get her backpedaling pretty rapidly here.
Merrimack sends the ball to half field. Intercepted by Exeter, who is waiting to pounce. But that's going to go out for, I believe, a Merrimack throw. And yes, the goalie is now backing up a bit.
Yes, wisely. Yeah, you see that and you start to salivate a little bit, right, when you see the other team's goalie out so far. But, you know, it's really hard to...
It can create opportunities, but...
Not as often
sometimes
as
they're hard to capitalize.
Yes,
on.
It's extremely hard to capitalize.
Oh,
on.
Nice through ball for Exeter. Crossed. Broken up by Merrimack. Cleared only as far as the 18.
Oh, nicely
and
done.
Merrimack continues to pressure. Gets that ball into the mid-third. And Exeter's back at it. Merrimack players making a nuisance of themselves, which is good. That's actually a compliment.
Yeah.
Exeter on the press now. Exeter has got a player out wide, and they can't deliver. That ball is going to be Exeter's for the throw.
Nice defensive play there by number 20, who is Haley Coviello. And just a little bit off there on that pass. Oh, a nice tackle there.
As a reminder, we'll be back at it tomorrow night as Merrimack girls Tomahawks take on Londonderry. And I believe that game is still at 6 p.m. Tonight's got shifted due to some bus availability.
Right. Ooh.
Exeter continuing to attack and press.
Yeah, the wind has gone a little bit out of for about 5 minutes there. It seemed like Merrimack had the advantage, but seems to have tilted the other way in the last, 5 minutes or so. Hopefully the Merrimack can get the wind in its sails again.
Exeter sends that one out. Merrimack pushing forward for the throw. Exeter's got most of their team back. Now everyone's making the shift.
Oh, nice.
There's an opportunity for Merrimack. Heavy touch. That's going to go out. That should be a corner.
I believe that is.
Nope. They went with a goal kick.
Oh. Well, we are a significant distance away, and we've talked about our eyesight, Mark. So.
No doubt.
But if I sound a bit skeptical, well, the refs have a difficult job. We'll leave it at that.
They do, and usually refs look at the color of the sock to determine how to pick
that's a
who
good
it
point.
last went out on, and we've got pink socks on.
That's a good point.
On both teams.
Although we have discussed the shade.
We have, but
it's a bit different. But
in the spur of the moment, in the heat of the battle, I bet it's pretty hard to differentiate.
Oh, it's.
Laura McMakin with some fancy footwork. Back to Kayla Scully. I like
Back
this
to
build
Lucy
up.
Cody.
I like the way they're switching fields. Doesn't always have to be a heavy cross. Can use the pinball method. Exeter's throw. Merrimack recovers. And Exeter pressing, but that's going to be a Merrimack throw. Well, Andrew, our plan to bring binoculars, it doesn't seem to have panned out quite the way I had hoped.
It's just...
They move too quickly. My hands are too shaky, and I can't focus.
Well, it works better than just plain old...
Than squinting.
Squinting, yes, but it doesn't work as well as I'd hoped, certainly.
Merrimack keeps that ball in.
Nicely done. Good turn. Oh, and that is
a good build-up here by
potential...
Merrimack.
Oh, unfortunately, just a little too heavy. I thought we had a situation brewing, but...
That build-up was Kylie Flynn and Morgan Lazaro for Merrimack.
Morgan Lazaro, glad to see her out there because I think, if I'm not mistaken, she had some real challenges with an ACL injury last spring. And, she battled back, had surgery, and was just about coming back from it, getting her stride again, and she dislocated and broke.
Oof.
And when I say broke, I mean broke her ankle.
Ouch.
So she has had a tough time of it, but it's good to see her out there.
That's a slow recovery.
Yeah, tough kid.
Andrew, did you know you can become an official with the NHIAA?
You're kidding me, Mark. Tell me more.
I would not kid you. Becoming a high school sports official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away.
You don't say.
To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, please visit www.nhiaa.org. Again, that's www.nhiaa.org. And I know the state is hurting for officials right now.
They certainly are.
If anybody out there listening has even the slightest inclination to become a state high school official, it's a worthy cause. Big build-up. That one just a bit off target.
And apparently it's a nice little side hustle. They get paid handsomely. Well, relatively handsomely. More if you take bribes. I take. Can we edit that out? I shouldn't have said that. Can we edit that? We're live, aren't we?
We're still live, Andrew.
The officials would never take bribes. Let me just say this: the officials, they are men and women of integrity. Do not try to bribe them. It was a bad joke. All right, back to the broadcast.
Merrimack picking up some steam here. A lot of build-ups.
Have it.
Here's a shot.
Oh, yeah, she just did not get all of it.
Couldn't connect with it the right
Did
way.
not get all of it, but I liked what I saw, though, Mark. I mean, I liked.
They're putting on the pressure now.
Yep, they are. The field seems to have tilted yet again. Seems to have tilted into their favor. Last minute or so. So that was well done. Oh.
Big opportunity.
Nice ball. There goes Terrian. She's on the loose. Oh.
Just not enough room to pull the hammer back.
Well done by Terrian,
through.
though. Well done.
You get into traffic like that, Andrew, and it's hard to find enough space to even take the shot.
I know. They really.
Physical play right on the touchline.
Yeah, nice shielding the ball there. Oh, just barely missed that connection.
And Exeter sprays that forward, but nobody really there.
Cody to Scully. Agent Scully trying to play that ball deep. Try to play a long ball.
Go out for throw.
Under 10 minutes left here.
Yeah.
They're starting to.
9 minutes.
I'm sure they're starting to feel a little bit of the need for urgency here.
It's a tough time for that. You feel the urgency. You try to get the adrenaline going, but your legs are getting tired.
Yeah.
Well defended by Merrimack. Pushed out down the left side. Andrew, now that I'm all nice and chilled, I'm really looking forward to crawling through this hatchway and trying to climb a completely vertical ladder.
It's a little like climbing into a submarine.
I think so.
Mark, except probably you're probably higher, and but you probably suffer more serious injuries if you were to slip. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
It's the ladder is somewhat precariously placed.
It needs one more rung, and yet they can't have one because of the lid.
Right. You would not be able to close
Keeps the water out.
The hatch.
Yes.
I like to call it the hatch,
I like
not
that.
the lid.
Okay, I like hatch.
Again, it feels like I'm in a submarine. And we tick down below 8 minutes. Of course, that is the unofficial time. But there haven't been. There was that one injury, wasn't there?
Brief stoppage.
Right. So we'll probably have a little more time than's on the clock there, but boy, not much more. Maybe a minute.
You know, even in the World Cup games and MLS and women's games, while they show the amount of stoppage left on a board, I'm always amazed at the number they come up with.
Yeah. It
seems rather arbitrary at times.
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody's paying far greater attention than I am when I'm watching a game.
You know, every time I bring it up, I feel like, I feel like soccer purists or football purists, if you were, would look at me and say, "Oh, you're so stupid." But it does bother me that soccer, the time remaining is not transparent to the fans. Any other sport, any other time sport, everybody in the stands knows exactly how much time is left. And I think that adds a lot of drama
to
the game, right? When you can't have a buzzer beater if you don't know how much time you have left, right? So, and I understand, the soccer purists out there will say, "Oh, God, you're a moron."
Well, of course.
You just don't understand that soccer's always been played. Well, yes, I understand. But I think it would be better if and also there's nothing that annoys me more than watching a grown adult roll around on the field faking a serious injury, trying to waste time.
Indeed.
Trying to let the clock. And if you had a clock that everyone could see and that you stopped when those shenanigans were taking place, it wouldn't really occur anymore, would it? So that's some of the things with the pro game that bug me.
I
But
think we're going to get to see a lot of that as we approach World Cup starting next month.
yes, you'll see a lot of grown men rolling around after they trip and acting like they've broken their leg. But really, they're fine. And then the trainer comes out and sprinkles some magical fairy dust. And then the guy jumps up
Usually
and he's
it's like
fine to play.
cold
again.
water.
Cold water, yes.
Yes.
I've never seen cold water.
The leg that had been hanging off.
I've got to get some of
suddenly
that
restored.
stuff and keep it in my medicine cabinet. It must be from Lourdes, that water. It's miraculous water from Lourdes in France, where the Virgin Mary appeared to children, and the water has miraculous healing properties.
Big build up here. Exeter looking to pull the trigger. And there's the shot.
Oh, I thought that was in.
Goes wide.
Was that Lourdes where the, or was that,
I do not know, Andrew.
was that, I'm having my Catholic school education is failing me right now. 1st through 12th, St. Francis, and then Trinity High School in Manchester. Go Pioneers.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the World Cup starting in November.
I don't even want to get into that.
Usually a big summer event, but this year located in Qatar, where
When
a
I say
little too warm in the summer over there.
When I say that international soccer is about as corrupt as you can get, I don't think I'm probably telling anyone something they don't know in terms of anyone who follows soccer. FIFA.
They have had their share of challenges.
Actually, the last time I saw there was the United States U.S. Attorney General was actually indicting. I think there were a number of FIFA officials who were indicted, if I'm not wrong, for corruption. But that was probably a year or two ago, and I haven't heard anything about it since. But my earlier bribes comment, while it does not apply to the officials, it certainly does apply to FIFA.
Merrimack pressing again. Ball goes out for an Exeter goal kick. We are at the mystical 5-minute mark.
Yes. It is the over-under at this point. What's the over-under on how much time remains, Mark?
You know, Andrew, I don't know what an over-under is.
Oh, my God. You are – I'm not a gambler either, Mark. but
Clearly, I am not.
I know what an over-under is. An over-under, for those of you at home, is the typically the total number of points that knowledgeable bettors think will be scored in a game. And then you can take the over, which would be if they score more than that number, you win. Or you can take the under, which would be if they score less than that, you win. So in this case, it would be how much time is remaining.
So
in whatever that number was. If you picked the over and there was more than that time, you would win.
I see.
A little long-winded gambling explanation there for you. But I do not gamble, Mark, because I'm an upstanding citizen
The
of
nearest
Merrimack.
official has been checking his watch, so we are nearing the end of mystery time.
That mystical last 5 minutes of the game.
It's the magical mystery tour of soccer.
Yes.
Merrimack still playing hard, looking for at least that first goal. It's a tester of a pass.
Well, I do feel like
Exeter.
the girls have had a strong showing here. You know, it's easier to forget they're playing the best team in the state, right? Oh, and that was
That's a
that
little
was
bit of
a
grip.
that was not a difficult call to make.
It was not.
Right there. But I do feel like the girls have played well. I mean, it's when you're playing the best team in the state, it's often difficult to look good,
No doubt.
right?
And they have definitely held their own.
And they've held their own. They've done well. So
Here's an opportunity. Oh,
Cody, the goose, lets one fly. So it's anyway, as I was saying, it's they have held their own against the best team in the state, and they've certainly shown they can compete. And I would not be surprised if these two teams came across each other later in the season, or in the playoffs, rather.
there's a high probability of that. Andrew, I'm just noticing that our stalwart cameraman, Justin, is still able to use his ungloved hands on the camera, and I am truly impressed.
Tough guy. Tough guy, Justin. Can you take the pain, Justin? Can you take the pain? Not much longer, boys. All right.
As the time winds down, we'd like to thank you for watching today's event on Merrimack TV. If you're interested in learning more about Merrimack TV, email Nicholas or our man Justin here at Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov. Again, Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov.
I'm sure Justin would like to know how much of the mystical 5 minutes remains as well. We've got to get Justin a pair of gloves. Seems like the humane thing to do.
And that is full
it.
time. Exeter takes this one 2-0, and they go to 10-0.
And it's worth noting the general level of excitement among the Exeter girls, which I think shows that they certainly acknowledge that it was a well-fought game by Merrimack. You don't get that excited with a walkover victory. That is for
sure.
certain.
Both teams had their work cut out for them tonight, and both rose to the challenge.
Yes. So, again, hopefully we will see, perhaps we will see a rematch of this game in the playoffs.
We'll see how quickly the Tomahawks can rebound. They've got a game tomorrow, 6 p.m., right here in Merrimack Stadium against Londonderry.
Merrimack falls to 6-3-1.
Still a decent record.
Well, better than decent, Mark. It's quite good. Merrimack faithful filing out of the stadium. And with that, I think we will wrap up our broadcast.
Yeah, thanks.
Any closing thoughts, Mark?
Just want to thank everyone who's watching remotely, whether here in town or streaming the app from Bora Bora or anywhere else on the planet.
Anywhere,
Thanks
Mark.
to
You could
Roku
be
and
anywhere.
Apple TV. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Merrimack TV and Merrimack versus Exeter.
Look at Susie out there collecting the flags. He's a skilled athletic director. Can you zoom in on him, Justin? Can you zoom in?
Oh, he's
Look
got
at-
him. He's got
Look
him.
at the stroll. Look at the confidence.
He's a man on a mission.
Look at the confidence. The way and it's worth noting, that is sharp. The end of that flag is dangerous.
It is.
Do you see any fear on that man's face?
I do not.
Justin, can you make out any fear on that man's face?
No,
None
Justin's shaking his head
whatsoever.
no.
He is unintimidated by the danger of the task with which he has undertaken.
He is unflappable and,
Unflappable.
and unflagging in his mission of
Collecting
the
Oh,
flags.
I see what you did
There
there,
you go,
Mark.
huh?
That was a dad joke.
And on that note, we thank you for watching, and we hope you tune in tomorrow evening.
Tune in, or we will come to your house, and we will. I can't say that, can I, Mark?
No.
No.
Well,
that's
we could come to your house and turn your TV on.
that would work.
Except that we'll be up here.
That wasn't what I had in mind, Mark, but let's go with that.
Starting to regret that you know where I live.
Oh, hey. Oh. All right, signing off. See you tomorrow night, people.